I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
I wasn't ready.
I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
I'm Dylan Bowden. We are the Pop Culturist, and today we're going to talk about Walt Disney Studios lineup from 2017. Don't leave him hanging. To 2021. Now, the bonus is with Disney is they own everything. So they own...
So we're talking about all movies for the next 4 years.
Yeah, here's every movie for the next,
every theme park, figurine, song, TV show, and movie forever.
Sweet.
But we're mostly here to talk about their motion picture releases. So I'm going to go through from 20...
So you mean their movies, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That's
so 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021.
You've really nailed the sequential
You've really
order.
done the research
That's
on
the
this.
way the years go.
One thing I've noticed is anytime Dylan brings in the topic, we say our names and then we wait to see if he gets it right. And when he does, we both do a little nod. If you go back and watch any video that Dylan introduces, you'll see Ryan and I just do a little...
Because that shit takes 8 takes.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah. Well, that was only 4. So
one thing he does every time, though, is incredible research. Like, for us,
true.
you and I just rock
picture.
up and like, hey, here's...
What are we
the
talking
thing.
about today? This. Okay.
I'm like, I got really scared before. Greatest fears. There we go. Done. What's up?
Anyway. So, all right, I'm going to run through 2017 so far, what we've had so far.
Okay.
So,
Are we going to go one by one and talk about them? Or
yeah,
you
I
just
might
want to go
skip.
through
So,
them all?
some of them, it's Disney, so there's going to be like
Well, you can swim past some if you want.
High School Musical 57. We don't really need to
Jesus
talk about
Christ.
it. These are the big hard hitters that get people excited.
That's the problem. I've not seen 1 to 56.
1 to 3, thank you very much.
You said there's 57 of them.
Number
I've
3,
not seen any of
they
them.
just skipped it ahead.
Oh, see, Cleaner wants to delete 2.57 gig.
Oh, so the audio is still going.
Yeah, of course, still going.
Oh, okay. So let's start with so far. So this year we've had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Yeah.
Nice. We're looking forward to Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Anybody excited about that?
Not even a little bit.
What?
Do you have dates on there, or is it just what?
Yeah, so Pirates of the Caribbean comes out on the 26th of May, so we're looking
Holy
at the
shit,
end of the
like this month.
Yeah, that's right.
I stopped caring about them after the first one.
Yeah.
The first one was
I
awesome.
still saw them, but I'm like...
Yeah, I've
We
still
have
seen
them on Blu-ray, but I'm not going to...
I've still seen them all, but the first one was really, really good and really something different. But then, unfortunately, the rest of the movies were exactly the same thing.
Yeah, well, I hear this one's supposed to be good. And they've revealed that Keira Knightley's back and Orlando
She wasn't in
Bloom's
the
back.
last one?
No, she wasn't in the last one. Neither was Orlando Bloom.
Oh, it's a shame.
Okay.
But they had equivalent characters, like a guy and a girl who are in love in the same age.
Righto.
Yeah, but haven't they bought some really cool cameos in the guy that Johnny Depp's taking the shit out of?
Yeah, Keith Richards.
Keith Richards,
from
like
Rolling
Barney Rocks,
Stones.
and he's actually hammered on set.
Yeah,
I remember
Captain
reading that.
Teague he plays.
Yeah, and he's
That's his
literally
Johnny
shit-faced.
Depp's
It's
father.
beautiful.
Jack Sparrow's father. All right, so then on the 16th of June we have Cars 3. Did anybody like the Cars franchise?
I had a little cousin who was the perfect age for Cars.
Sounds sad that you had.
Oh no, I still have a cousin. He's just not little anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was perfect age, so I had to watch that shit with him 100 times.
I saw Cars 1. It was alright.
It was alright. It's pretty
Cars
enjoyable.
2 was like...
The second one was
international spies. It looks gorgeous. When you
stunning.
don't see their faces, the animation is incredible. Seeing Monaco and the cars driving, beautiful. This one, Cars 3, is about Lightning McQueen.
Monaco, you mean
Monaco?
Yeah,
I always say Super Monaco Grand Prix from Sega Master System. And when I was working for a cinema chain and the grace of... What is the actual word?
Monte Carlo?
Monaco? I'm like, oh, so you like to book a ticket for Grace of Monaco? Like, it's Monaco. I'm like, nobody's seen that movie with Nicole Kidman anyway, so it's pretty good. Anyway, so Cars 3, Lightning McQueen is like...
Crashing is last I saw.
Yeah, crashing. He's talking about his legacy because he's getting too long in the tooth to do his own thing.
Just like the franchise.
Yeah. Then there's a little movie called Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am a little hard for
The
this one.
3rd of November. So it's still a fair while
That's
away.
my birthday.
Ooh. So everybody knows that's exciting stuff.
The trailer looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the one thing that does confuse me about that trailer is this weird sort of 80s theme that they've pumped in. It's almost like they've taken
VHS.
Guardians and they've just brought it in there.
It's
I'm
just,
like,
so far it's just the trailer music though. Not
oh no, but even like the font of Thor Ragnarok, it used to be kind of cool and edgy. Now it's like, hey, we have this really cool font style left over from Guardians. Like this costs us a lot of money. Want to use it? Like,
Well, I think they're getting
chuck
to
it
the
full.
outer rims of the galaxy where Guardians of the Galaxy occurs, so it's all that kind of.
Oh, I'm not
stuff.
complaining because like I still want to see this movie, and I
It
dislike
sounds like
the
you're
gem.
complaining.
There's like the gem music in there, but like I don't think that's what the movie's going to be. So I'm fine.
Oh, you're worried it's
I
getting
think
like
it's
the
gonna be crazy.
Suicide Squad trailer treatment.
Yeah, I think they've tried to give it a
Paints
cool,
the
edgy
movie
trailer.
more light, but it's
Yeah.
Yeah, because Thor has always been probably sort of the lowest of the interest in terms of most people for the movies, right? Like Thor 1 was pretty okay. Dark World was pretty anus.
yeah.
Like
Dark
outside
Thor-
of Loki and Chris Hemsworth getting his shirt off at some point, there's not much really to offer the Thor film.
Well, Thor ends up in when he gets to that planet, there's all these weird people masked and garbage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe he finds Star-Lord's cassette. He's like,
Oh,
"Ooh,
I haven't
what's
seen
in
it
this?
I haven't seen it yet. Shut
No,
up.
no. Well, you didn't know Guardians of the Galaxy had a cassette player?
Yeah, well now I know he's probably lost it.
Oh, that's sad.
No, I'm not saying he lost it. I'm just saying he could
Oh,
find
he
it.
left it there.
Dropped it.
Maybe it's just like a little subtle.
Now I
Easter egg.
know he doesn't have it at the moment.
He
Thanks
has
very
two cassettes. I'm just saying. Spoilers.
Uh-huh.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Do you
Uh-huh.
watch literally all the spoilers about Guardians of the Galaxy, and we don't mention anything about cassettes?
We don't.
No, we shouldn't.
I didn't watch it. I keep getting spoiled from the notifications about comments. So and so
for
commented on your YouTube
this
video.
guy's like, you want to know the spoilers? Bring it on. And you're like,
Yeah.
this happens here, and this happens here. Why is this person cast in this movie? Because they're not in this movie. Anyway,
Move
then on the 15th of December, there's a movie called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Oh no, Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Oh, The Last
that
Jedi.
one.
in
Is it-
3D, apparently.
Don't they normally do Boxing Day for those? Or
No, it's always normally just before Christmas.
okay.
I don't think there's, as far as I'm aware, there hasn't really been like a big Boxing Day release since like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, and they had King
Harry
Kong.
Potter did it too, didn't they?
Yeah, oh no, Harry Potter varied. I remember seeing Harry Potter around my birthday
It
as
used
well.
to be massive on Boxing Day, but
Just like early knobs.
Yeah, who's not excited for that?
But it's funny though. We'll get to it soon. But the next Star Wars film episode, whatever,
Spoilers
different
for the
time.
list.
It's like the last 3 or 4 Star Wars films have been in
We'll get to that.
December.
All right, so on the... Hang on, I get the dates around. 4th of May,
That's a year
2018,
from now.
Avengers Infinity War.
Holy crap, that's literally a year away.
So it's not long away.
Still a long time.
Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers.
I am a little keen for Infinity
Others.
War. I quite enjoy the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though like I have moments where I'm like, ugh. Like, I'm curious to see all this wrap up and where they take it from there. Because it's kind of if it's forever going, I'm probably going to lose interest sooner, quicker, more.
Well, you'd think this would be the end game, but I'll tell you why this list is.
I'm not
gonna
too.
be.
I'm not.
I think I think the
Yeah.
superheroes we know, as in like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, all that. I think that will change, as in like as everyone's contracts
Yeah,
run
their
out.
contracts run
They'll
out.
get zapped and turned into like Avengers babies, so they'll get twins to play the characters.
Yeah, like the new I think it would literally be the new Avengers.
That'd be pretty cool.
No,
All right.
that's one way to lose public interest, just like that.
Not long after that, on the 25th of May, Untitled Han Solo Star Wars Anthology movie. I don't know if that's the title they're going to keep.
That
I think they
seems
should keep that.
really soon.
Yeah, that's like next year. Like this time.
It's
1 year
13
away.
months away. Have they even started shooting yet? Have they
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
the set
They
photos.
announced the
and things.
casting like a year or so ago.
Yeah, I remember the
very little
casting.
reveal.
Aaron
And
Schmegler?
Childish Gambino as Lando Calrissian.
yeah. Give me Donald Glover. Big fan of that guy.
Yeah, Danny Glover too. All right, on the
Google it.
15th of June, I've got to get these dates of the backwards in
So
American.
you can't see it through the shattered glass on your
That's
screen.
That screen is
The
F.
Incredibles 2.
See, I love The Incredibles. First Incredibles is phenomenal. But
Yes.
like, I am
I agree.
concerned that this is like, is that too far?
I don't think it's too far, but I think it's too far in the way that it's had this many years of people like wanting it and getting hyped for it, and I don't know. It'll be. I think it'll be at least as good as The Incredibles, but it seems like the hype is just insane.
Now, I'm trying to remember. Were people really kind of excited when they announced Finding Dory? Like, were people like, oh my god, the sequel to the movie that we wanted?
Why did that? Where'd that
Because I'm
question
thinking
come
about
from?
like, because as in like, because that came out really and was incredibly well received, right?
Mm.
So I'm thinking, was there a demand for Finding Dory, and then everyone's like, oh my god, it just happened to be really good as well.
Finding Nemo is one of their best, like top 3 of the Pixar movies.
Yes. They saw Dory was just a hit as a character.
Yeah.
And they knew that too. So capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm sort of curious. I'm like, because with this Incredibles, people are very excited. But.
Well, The Incredibles kind of nailed superhero movies and before the boom of superhero movies. So now it'd be interesting to see how they use that, because it was very much about the original 40s and 50s kind of superheroes, and now to have that maybe like reboot style and they're cool and grungy, maybe, I don't know. And the bonus is you can still have the family dynamic because the characters don't age, so they could be a day set after The Incredibles 1, or it could be like 10 years from now what their life's like now.
I don't think it would be cool in the same way, like sort of like Toy Story 3, where like the movies aged with you. And I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that works too. We'll find out. Brad Bird did a couple of live action movies, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and also Tomorrowland, which sucked. So maybe he's come back to animation to get his things back on. Anyway, speaking of the Marvel train still running, on the 6th of July, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes! Loved Ant-Man. Give me more Ant-Man.
More Ant-Man and the Wasp. Don't forget the
Maybe.
Wasp.
I don't want more of the same Ant-Man though.
I don't think we'd get this more of the same Ant-Man.
Because Ant-Man was good standalone because of the humor and everything. But I don't want that movie again.
My only
what I mean?
concern would be, every time I saw it coming from here to here, like, so the foundation of that movie, it was Edgar Wright's script, right? And they then adapted it and added a bit more, and then they made that movie. So without Edgar Wright being attached to this at all, like, I'm concerned they might not be able to capture his same...
Be tonally
oomph,
different.
Yeah, we'll find out.
There's no real knowing of how much they brought over anyway.
Because like James Gunn with the Guardians of the Galaxy, he loves the characters. And Peyton Reed was a massive Ant-Man fan. He had took it to Comic-Con, like a drawing that he did of Ant-Man when he was like 5. So I think his love of the character and that kind of not just like director for hire might.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it a very cynical way, but like if James Gunn can do the exact same thing, like come back and make a sequel that blows it out of the park.
But like Ant-Man was so cool in Civil War for the small part he was in.
Yeah.
If he's in because the good thing about Scott Lang and the Paul Rudd character is he's like down to earth, just a normal guy. He's like, whoa, like Captain America, this, that, the other. If he goes to the Infinity War and it's this ridiculous crap in outer space, and then he comes back to live like a normal life,
maybe that's part of the. Wouldn't that be part of the story? It'd be amazing.
Yeah, well, it could be.
Coping with being an intergalactic superhero.
Yeah, and that's why they come as as
and then he's like, get a job, you bum, and he's like, but I fought like all these cool monsters, and now I'm like,
yeah, and it's like now I'm just sad, and I'm just hanging out, and like nothing's quite as cool as doing that again, and
as punching Thanos in the face.
Yeah.
All right, on the 21st of November, sorry, the 2nd of November, says the cracks, Mulan live action.
Apparently, it's not going to be a musical.
No.
Like Beauty and the Beast and The Jungle Book were, all the original songs. So I think, to me, that's just gutting the movie. Because
Mulan, for me, came out right just after I started losing interest in Disney.
She's not even a Disney princess, man.
Yeah, why isn't she, by the way?
She's not a princess.
She didn't marry into royalty like the rest of them did.
She's like an independent woman.
But like the chick from Brave didn't. Or did she? I don't remember the end of the
but she's a daughter of the
Princess
king.
Merida, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, true.
Anyway.
But I also think that would have been a large part to probably Eddie Murphy not wanting to do it. Like not having Mushu, not having him voice Mushu, which guts that character as a whole.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. Moving ahead. 21st of November, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I'm pumped for that.
I still haven't seen the first one.
Wreck-It Ralph was amazing.
Yeah.
It was one of the best movies I've seen in...
I remember it was the trailer with him sitting there with like Mrs. Pac-Man and like
Dr.
Robotnik and like
the Villains Anonymous AA meeting. Yeah, they talk about their feelings because they're always like hated so much, and it's their support group for villains. So good. So
Wreck-It Ralph's awesome. You should watch it.
Yeah,
I think it will.
It's a great.
I have it on the Blu-rays.
It'll get you in the feels too.
Oh,
it will.
I don't need to.
Definitely.
And I want to see more cameos. They had cameo, like Sonic walked around.
Yeah, Sonic walked past the screen.
Rio from Street Fighter walked
around.
Crash
Bandicoot in there.
Yeah,
could. All right, Mary Poppins Returns. I'm just going to mention it because it's a thing on the 25th of December.
Is it
on Christmas?
Yeah, 25th. Yeah,
is that
Christmas?
Oh no, wait, hang on, don't worry about that.
That's a sequel to Mary Poppins and She Returns.
Is it like a canonical sequel?
No, it's a sequel. Yeah.
My brain went to Saving Mr. Banks, which was phenomenal.
Yeah,
but that wasn't actually a Mary Poppins movie. Like
no. On the 8th of the 3rd, which is January, February, March of 2019, the Marvel train keeps moving with Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson as the first female solo superhero movie.
Such a soft spot for Brie Larson.
For Marvel, yeah.
Wonder Woman doesn't count.
Why? Because Room was so good.
Yeah, like every time, like as far as I'm aware, I've not seen her in a bad movie.
Kong Skull Island was average.
Yeah, it was. She was meh.
She was meh.
She was meh. Movie was meh, but she was meh. Like, and she was in like 21 Jump Street, and was she?
Right.
Yes, good. I got mixed up with somebody else. I remember, right?
She was.
Like, I think she's great, and Room was phenomenal. I have a little soft spot for her. Little crush, maybe.
I'm excited for it simply because I know nothing of the character, so I have zero expectations.
And there's that Boss Logic picture that makes me really excited. I almost bought it at Supernova.
I don't think I saw that one.
We'll put it up.
Now, I did, back in May of 2000.
Nice.
Wait, hang on. It says 16th of February back in 2018. I forgot to mention Black Panther's coming out as well.
Oh, okay.
That's before Avengers Infinity War, but you
Yeah.
get the idea.
I thought his character was really cool. I don't know how they're going to flesh him out, but I'm keen to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Wakanda.
What'd you call me?
Michael B. Jordan's in it, and the director of Creed is directing it. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
That guy.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, the whole cast of Creed is in the Marvel Universe now. Like, Michael B. Jordan is playing the villain in Black Panther. Stallone is in Guardians, and the girlfriend that was going deaf in Creed, she is in Thor Ragnarok. So there you go.
Awesome.
And the director's doing a movie. Anyway, moving on. There's also another thing called Untitled Avengers on the 3rd of May 2019.
This is what the potential spoilers. I think they're like this
Guardians
is
spoilers.
No.
Okay.
This is. I think this is going to be Infinity. The first one, Infinity War, to be. I think this is Infinity Gauntlet. Is what the alleged rumored title is. Even though for some reason they won't announce it because that's apparently they won't announce the name of that movie until after Infinity War.
What's the
Apparently
difference?
it causes a spoiler. The name is a spoiler.
But is Infinity War and Infinity Gauntlet like two different stories? Or
In the books, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like, unless the second movie is called, Avengers Infinity They All Die, like I don't see how.
I thought originally it was Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah, it was, but they've got different names.
Yeah,
now.
but if it's called like Avengers DC versus Marvel, then could be a spoiler.
That's a pretty spoiler.
Or
Avengers. Here comes the X-Men.
Ooh. So like you were saying, in May of 2019, on the 24th, Star Wars Episode 9, to close off the new trilogy, does come back to its May slot. So all the old Star Wars movies came out in May.
Why is it coming out on May the 4th? That'd be so fitting.
Because it's maybe probably on the Thursday.
It's dumb.
Huh?
Because it doesn't probably fall on like a...
Doesn't matter. Like, this is the end of the new
Guardians
Star
of the
Wars
Galaxy
trilogy.
Would take the day off and go. Like, it would be calling in sick on May the 4th would be ridiculous.
You are aware that they
Hence, it's today's May the 4th spoilers. I don't know how this is going to come out, but it is May the 4th today.
So today, May the 4th was the first day that we saw the scan of little James.
Yeah.
There's always some extra memories attached to today.
Yeah.
But like, in the past, I have not called in sick, but I took leave to go see Star Wars.
Oh, which one?
Force Awakens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I didn't do it with Rogue, but I did Force Awakens. I was on leave for Rogue, so it's like baby's asleep. It's fine. He's little. He can't do shit. And we just left. Millie did. Millie stayed home.
We just left. I mean, he's still there when we got
still
back.
Here. We're like, holy crap, he's still here. Sweet.
This is easy.
Parenting's awesome. But yeah, like I'm probably going to take leave for that one.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. And the 21st of May 2019, Toy Story 4.
No.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to be.
No!
I don't want to be cynical because we've been cynical about a few things, but I don't want it. I don't.
No, it's like they're spinning the plates. So it's like, come on, it's Woodland, it's
Woodland. I'm gonna see it. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna see it. I just thought that 3 finished in such a beautiful way that we didn't need it.
2 finished in a great way as well.
3 is one of the most beautiful movies. Like, as in that final 10, 15 minutes is just so good. It is so powerful. And anything they do to try to attempt to continue that storyline is damaging to what Toy Story is.
Unless it's all new characters.
Unless it's fucking amazing. And then I'll eat my words.
But have you watched any of the other short films that they made after?
What if Buzz actually goes to space to fight Zurg?
But like, even number 2 wasn't like amazing. But like, as the more I rewatch it, the more I appreciate it and I understand what it is. But like, I love 3 on such just a raw level.
There's a short film, it's a Halloween special where the little girl and her mum are going on a road trip and they stop off at like this motel and something is attacking the toys and stealing them, and then you find out it's an iguana, spoilers, and it takes the toys to the behind the desk, and the guy who works at the hotel is like stealing things with the iguana and selling the toys on eBay.
I think that rings a bell, actually.
Combat Carl. He's like this like black African American G.I. Joe kind of guy.
African American.
Yeah. And he's missing a hand. He's voiced by Carl Weathers from Happy Gilmore and Predator. He's like, Combat Carl! And he's got his like Happy Meal version, which is like the 3-inch version. So it's a little tiny Combat Carl and the big Combat Carl. Awesome. And there's another one, the toy that Time forgot, where it's got like Dino Rider kind of ones, and she brings her toys to another kid's house, and this kid's like this arrogant jerk that's got all the latest toys, and he's got this whole set of like these Dino Rider half man half dinosaur toys that kind of try to like I think they try to like sacrifice one of them or something. But it's awesome.
I remember seeing the Halloween one, and that was good, actually.
And it's so clever.
See, it's not Disney, but like I've never watched many of those short films, but like the only short outside of the main movies I've ever watched, probably like the Madagascar Christmas one, and it was fucking gold.
I watched the Shrek one
because it was all focused solely around King Julian, and King Julian is like the standout character in that movie.
But his character wore out so quick.
No, not if you don't watch it for like 2 years, and then you come back and then watch the Christmas special, and you're like, yes.
See, that movie came out when my daughter was at her prime for consuming Disney movies.
Yeah.
Well, not Disney. What the fuck?
Animated
movies, and Madagascar was just...
No, King Julian. I love King Julian so much. Like, he's a phenomenal... Sacha Baron Cohen should do more things.
It's ruined it
but
for
not
me.
that Grimsby movie. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Okay, on the 19th of July, 2019, The Lion King live action.
Yes. Put it in my
Did
veins.
you end up seeing The Jungle Book?
No. I haven't.
What?
It's on Netflix, I think.
Jungle Book is incredible. John Favreau is directing Lion King as well. It's just going to be awesome. Because it's no humans.
Yeah, but that's my worry, though, is that as gorgeous as The Jungle Book was, the animals weren't great. They were really, really good, but they weren't great.
Maybe
and now
it was
the
really,
movie,
really... Like,
but
maybe,
it's been like...
Because it was next to a human
last year,
kind of that
so
uncanny
it's
valley.
possible, yeah.
Like 3 years to go?
Like, my only concern is that as long as they get the audio tracks in now, like James Earl Jones is an old dude.
Do you think he'll be in it? Surely.
No, he's confirmed. He's Mufasa.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Epic.
Like him,
One of them is gonna sing
Danny
Shark.
Glover is Simba.
Who?
Donald Glover, not Danny Glover. That'd be weird.
Simba?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
And like, because he can actually sort of sing, I guess it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that could be cool.
I don't think they've announced much on the cast,
The
but
hard-
I am like,
Yeah, the hard
so
thing
in.
will be for that is all the voices in Lion King are so iconic. Not just Mufasa, but Scar and the
Like
Harry
Harry Connick Jr.
Whoopi Goldberg as one of the hyenas.
hyenas.
Yeah,
you know,
you've got to
Rowan
get
Atkinson.
Jerry
Zazu
Irons back.
and-
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, all the voices are so
Jerry
iconic.
Irons is Scar. You got to get him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whether they just... Because they could use the same audio, but... Is it
Maybe.
worth re-recording with the same actor again?
So I think it's important that they get some other actors just for
because there's sure to
outside
be
of-
additional scenes.
yeah,
like the
but
Lion King
outside of
musical.
Mufasa, like James Earl Jones has to be Mufasa. As long as he's breathing, he is Vader. He is Mufasa.
They should just record every word. Like he should just read out a thesaurus, and then they just keep it in a
Splice it
database,
together.
and then put it together for everything.
And then change the pitching and the
forever.
inflections for everything.
Just record him doing everything.
Yeah, just reads one version: a flat version, happy version, sad version.
Yeah.
Done.
I am Groot. All right, nearing the end of 2019, in the 27th of November, Frozen 2.
Really?
Couldn't give
Yes.
anything.
Okay. I didn't know they were even thinking about that.
I took a stance that I would not see Frozen because it was that when it was like the big thing and everyone loved. Everyone watched it. That I'm like
The thing
no.
is, I saw it before. I saw it. I think the week it was released. It's a good fucking movie.
I'm sure it's great.
movie.
I hear Josh Gad's amazing
But
as
you're,
Olaf, but I'm like,
You're just cynical because like everyone loves it, so I'm not going to
Yeah.
give it a chance.
yep.
Even
And
though
like- and
I'm
the-
sure if you watched it, you'd actually find it really
The problem is I'm
enjoyable.
2 years deep now. I can't step away from this
Yes, you can.
because no
It's
one
never
cares
too late.
but me.
It's never too late to change.
You can sneaky watch it.
Fight power.
All right, so we're coming up to 2020, which is filled with a lot of untitled Pixar movies, untitled Disney live
Can
action
we just
movies,
make up what they are?
untitled Marvel movies. Sure. Froggle Goes to Freggle, and Captain America's grandpa, and no, I don't know. But the one that
Grandpa
is listed,
America.
there's a big one on the 10th of July 2020. Untitled Indiana Jones 5 movie. I nearly forgot 4 happened.
4 shouldn't have.
That was a happy life for a second.
No, because everyone's like Harrison Ford's confirmed for coming back. Yeah.
he's got to be like 75. I think we looked it up the other day.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
It was excellent when everyone made fun of him at Star Wars Celebration about crashing planes.
Yeah,
that was great.
Right.
So,
but
like,
honestly,
if he
he
doesn't
was
crash a
old.
plane between now and then, shit's good.
In 2008, they did the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls.
Yeah.
Which I think this is another one of those moments.
Right now, he's 74.
So
3 years, be 77.
3 years, be 77.
77 though, like.
That's
don't do
on
it.
release though. So
Who-
it'd be like 76.
Logically, why would you go adventuring at 77? Who the fuck would go adventuring
That's
at
the
77?
whole story. Maybe that's what the story will be.
No,
But the 2008 one wasn't.
It's the adventure of him going to the shopping center.
But it wasn't. 2008, he's still like Spider-Man-ing around with his whip and stuff, going on adventures.
Trying to get pension from Centrelink.
Yeah.
It's just 2 hours of him on hold.
I don't know if he'll make
Centrelink.
it that long, but it's happening.
Unless they Han Solo it, I guess.
Yeah, unless they're doing young and old, maybe.
But they did that with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, he can come back and do the rest of it.
And then there's just 2021, a whole lot of untitled Pixar animation, Disney animation.
So
Disney like
the
that.
title of this video is likely clickbait because we said
No, the title of this video is Untitled.
Yeah, I said 2021. It's really 2020.
Avengers, Frozen, and a whole lot of untitled shit.
A bunch of Untitled movies.
Well, maybe
Alright,
they're sequels, like Untitled.
Let's put some things in there. Let's make up our own Untitles. Okay. So, like, I know live action Aladdin, I imagine, is on the cards at some point.
Yes. Well, I swear there was a trailer for the Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid would be goddamn phenomenal.
Oh, wait, there's two different Little Mermaids. There's like a Sophia Coppola one, and then there's the Disney one. So that must be that one.
I wouldn't want
I
Aladdin
didn't watch it.
at all.
Oh, I don't want it because
At
Aladdin is my
all.
favorite.
Because
Will Smith is the genie?
Yeah, but it will not be Robin Williams as Genie. I do not want to hear it.
There's a Dumbo as well by
Dumbo.
I always hate
I
it.
want a Rooster Cat.
Are they
Rooster
going to redo Dumbo and keep all the casual racism in it as well?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, as long as they get those
Aristocrats has got the racism.
incredibly
The
racist crows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I ain't
Aladdin.
never seen
An elephant
an elephant fly.
Pocahontas. This seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's not my movie. No, Hunchback of Notre Dame because no one saw.
I saw that. That was good. Esmeralda.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
missed out. When
doesn't
I was old enough to go to the movies by myself, and I shouldn't be seeing kids' movies that are animated. It was all like Pocahontas, Mulan, Hercules, which I like, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Tarzan, which I like, but none of these are like in the golden age.
What about Atlantis?
No, Lost Empire. No, I've never seen it, but I'm excited to watch it.
I'd actually really, really love Hercules.
I love Hercules as well. I have all.
Did you ever play the game?
I had
the
PS1.
side-scrolling
Yeah,
game?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
great
Yeah.
game.
It was awesome.
Get Danny DeVito back to be.
I have a copy of it somewhere.
to be
in here.
To be, yeah.
Okay, so there's some Disney ones.
Wait, who was Hades in Hercules?
James Woods.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm 80s, Lord of the Underworld.
Yeah, that's it. And Meg. Oh, fuck.
He's like, is my hair on fire? Is my head on fire?
I know, you know.
Isn't that where like the what are those came from? Like with his shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they got Hercules.
Hey, I
sandals.
love
What are those?
So, Marvel movies, they're running out. They're scraping the barrel.
Yeah, unless they start bringing in like this is where like my knowledge doesn't like if they're like, hey, there's a bunch of untitled DC movies. I'm like, cool. Here's a bunch of characters I should probably do.
Yeah.
What about give us your list of movies you'd like to see in those untitles? You can be as batshit as you want.
What, for Marvel or in
For
general?
Marvel.
Oh, well, there's got to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yep, has to be.
And I've heard there's Volume 4 with a new set of Guardians. So that's a thing.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what James Gunn
Do you
said.
think there's another untitled Star Wars? I mean, we got the
I think-
trilogy, we got Rogue One, we got the Han Solo movie. Do you think there'll be one more?
Well,
There will be
about
an-
Kenobi and Boba Fett.
I'd love a
Kenobi, I'd be
Kenobi
so
story.
keen to see.
Yeah.
Get Ewan.
I think Ewan McGregor did say he'd come back, but he's going to be like old as shit by the time that comes out. So.
Which is fine because
he's still
Kenobi was
spry.
old anyway.
Yeah, he'd get to
in
the
the original.
the old age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all that time.
Right up to
between-
where,
Yeah, between
like, right up to
episode-
where he met Luke.
Yeah, when he's like just hanging around the desert.
Yeah, have that story end right before A New Hope.
And then
starts.
depending on what we learn,
Well, Rebels has kind of got to that stage now. There are
I guess,
very
yeah.
short clips.
and depending on where we're at with Rey, and we find out where she fits, maybe they bring that in.
I would love to see The Force Unleashed as a movie. Like, that is an
Yeah.
incredible story. And Sam Witwer, who plays Starkiller in the game, is like fit as shit. He still looks the same. That would
Can we
be
just-
epic.
Can we just put Ray Park in more things? Guy played Darth Maul. Like
He had his chance.
we had like if
He wasn't given enough of a chance, in my opinion.
in the video list, you'll see the interview we did with Luke from the Sons of Obi-Wan. We talked about Ray Park for a little bit. So I did some. I was trying to find a good video of him. I just had to like YouTube search for a while. Fuck, that guy is cool.
Well,
Like, he is just cool.
Headless Horseman and Sleepy Hollow. Darth Maul in Star Wars Episode 1. He was Toad in the X-Men movie. And he was also Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joe movies.
Nice.
There you go. So he's
I still think he needs to do more with a sword.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all. I just want to see more Ray Park.
And also, 2019, the Star Wars theme park opens up, or Star Wars part of Disneyland. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah, because we're going to Disneyland.
Well, imagine going to see Star Wars.
When we get invited to E3, we'll go to Disney.
We'll do a sneaky
to
after.
Disney at the same time.
In terms of I'm trying to think what other Marvel things I'd want to see. There's like not much, right? Because everything sort of wraps up. Do you think at some point X-Men will be involved? Like, do you think Sony's handling?
I think Fantastic Four will get done by Marvel partially.
Mm.
But I think it'll be that. Do you remember a couple of years ago they did that Fantastic Four reboot thing?
No,
the different logo. Yeah, but I reckon they'll probably do something like that, a bit more lighter, a bit more colourful.
What do you mean? Movie wise or comics?
The comics.
They had the darker, not the darker ones, but the ultimate versions, and that was kind of what the new movie was like.
Bringing Fantastic Four in just makes it too convoluted. Too many people.
It's 4.
I think
that's a lot of people.
It'll kind of. I
Four
think
people that no one gives a fuck about.
Once they've kind of moved away from the current roster, they might just kind of do like not a fresh reboot. Like everything still exists, but kind of they're doing their own thing. Let's start with some new ones we haven't explored. Maybe new X-Men, maybe.
But are there characters that are worth touching on in Marvel?
They've pretty much covered everyone. With the Defenders, have you seen the trailer for the Defenders?
It's good.
No, I haven't watched it, but I'm just saying it exists. But you know that kind of thing. They're covered pretty much with everything. Doctor Strange,
be cool
Ant-Man,
if
they've really gotten to the bottom of things.
Whatever the final Infinity movie is, like Gauntlet or whatever, they bring somehow get the TV universe involved just a little bit. Just because I want to see Daredevil do something.
Well, because I remember there was always sort of the rumor that he would rock up in Civil War or something.
Yeah,
like just rock up, not do anything, just rock up. Like for that'd be kind of enough.
Or get Punisher in there for a bit. Maybe
bring Ghost Rider back.
Get Punisher.
Oh, no, Ghost Rider is back. He's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah?
Yeah. A Ghost Rider is, yeah.
But yeah, so like I remember there being a clear statement from Disney that was like, oh, we'll make Star Wars and Marvel movies until you tell us not to. Like, we'll make them forever. So I'm expecting a 10, 11, and 12 of Star Wars. I think that Obi-Wan's a thing. Boba Fett's a thing. But Boba Fett's tough because everyone likes the fact that you don't know a lot about Boba Fett. Give me some Darth Plagueis. Get me, like...
Now, do Boba Fett, but don't go into his backstory. Just show him doing cool bounty hunting shit.
Yeah, like him escaping
hours.
the Sarlacc pit. And then what happens? Yeah. Just do a movie about the Sarlacc because fuck it, why not? Do like Fast and the Furious
about the Sarlacc,
like
narrated by David Attenborough, about like a documentary style.
I want the blue elephant Max Rebo from Jar Jar's Palace, like a real like
Jar Jar's
almost Jabba's Palace, like a almost famous kind of rock and roll documentary, mockumentary kind of thing about his band and the rise and fall, and then the big final gig they played at Jabba's Palace,
and then like that one single that makes him really famous.
Yeah, it's like a documentary, like on the day, you know, all leads up to the moment when Luke Skywalker crashed the party. And it's like I remember that day when we first joined.
Yeah, that's when like our boss died. Like no one paid us for a while. You know, Jabba was straight up strangled. Like you know how hard it is to get a job in the middle of the fucking desert.
Yeah, not too many gigs.
But yeah, like I want fast.
The guys get all the gigs. How are you gonna get a gig?
Yeah, Fast and the Furious, but with pod racing. That's where you end it there.
No way.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm Dylan Button.
I'm Josh Saunders.
I'm Ryan Betton.
I was just waiting because you're like, that's where I landed right there. So I'm like, say your fucking name then, dude.
No. I want people to mull over that. I want them to think about it. Think about the idea of pod racing becoming a thing. I was thinking about downloading pod racing, like pod racer on the PS4 and like, streaming it because it was fun.
Do that then. By yourself.
It's like $15 for that shit.
I watched the pod race again, like showed little Ryan the pod race because he can't sit through Star Wars, but I'll show him